Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode and the first episode of January of 26 of the Street Smart Millionaire. Today, we are bringing one of the core directors, one of my longest standing clients. How long have you been a client of mine?
Gosh, CD program in 2008, signed up to coach in level 3, 2010.
So you've been a client for 16 years. You've been a coach for how long?
This will be my 11th year.
So you've been one of the most consistent loan reps I've ever had, made $1 million last year again, correct?
Yes.
How
Yep.
many times right at $1 million? Six, seven?
Seven out of 10.
7 out of 10 times right at $1 million. You have a very good business. You're a very good loan rep. You run a really good team. You're a good branch manager. You're an excellent coach. You're a really good guy. What makes you so consistent?
Wow. Thanks, Rick. I appreciate that. Would the program. I mean, I know it sounds, you know, the same as most people would say, but the accountability, like I can't slip off. You can only slip so far when I have someone like you, a foreman, or the coaches just watching over you.
Now, you're not like an ex-college athlete, but you're a long-term martial artist. How long were you in martial artists?
33 years.
So what's some of the similarities between martial arts and coaching and success?
Mm. Well, number one is that there's not that, like a lot of people think it's very complex, but it's actually very simple. There's maybe like 8 or 10 moves that you're doing, but in different patterns and ways, and it's on repeat. Same thing. You have someone who's watching you and showing you the way. So they show you a movement or show you how to move, and then you mimic them, model after them, and then they watch and critique you. And then similar
So very
journey, I
similar
started.
to coaching. You're watching the coaches do it, and then you're being critiqued about how you do it.
Yes, yeah.
A lot of repetition, you agree?
A lot of muscle memory is how
And a
it's
lot of
taught.
simple basics, you agree? Like when I go
Yes.
into the new year, I look at like we grew 45% last year. My mortgage group grew about 8%. How much did you grow last year in your mortgage business?
Mortgage was 22%.
22% growth. I want to have better relationships and a better team this year. What are a couple things you want to have?
Mine's more relationships, but deeper relationships.
Cool. How many
Yeah.
realtors referred you last year?
67,
And how many are you in a good relationship with?
maybe 60% of that.
So last year we focused on 40 realtors, correct?
Yes.
And this year, as of tomorrow, we're focusing on 30. Why did the directors decide to cut the list down?
Just go deeper with the fewer.
I agree. And capture
Gives you
more
more
of their
time.
business. You agree?
Capture more of their business, simplify your business.
So, how much of your business is realtor based as a lender?
All
Well, you have
minus
some
the
past
past client
clients and you have
database.
some sphere of
Yeah.
influence. What percent is
Yeah.
realtor?
That's 80%.
80%. And you've been a lender now for how many years?
2005, 20.
And you're with a small company called Nova out of Arizona, correct?
Yep. Nova since 2008.
So you've been there a long time. So you stay put. I see a lot of people changing companies and changing careers and doing different things. If you were to think about it and you were to break it down as a martial arts instructor or a core director and a famous core coach and a really good loan rep, what are the big three for you would say leads to success?
Gosh, something that you worked a lot on me last year was having a clearer, simpler vision and
Okay.
then have a cleaner playbook that you're running because that leads to easier running of the plays. So with
So
a
a clear
simpler
vision,
vision,
a simple playbook, and what's the third thing?
the accountability, the same thing
Cool.
that's kept me on track the whole time of someone saying, whether it was the
So
martial arts, like, hey, I need you to practice that more.
I just coached you last semester with another coach, Carson, and Ryan Paquin, a guy that is now one of our coaches. And I'm sure with me coaching elite coaches, I had to do super creative, outrageous things, correct?
It's actually the opposite. It was more simplified. It was really the
Really?
greatness
Really?
track.
We worked on the greatness tracker. We worked on the lead tracker. We talked about who you were talking to, what you were saying, how much follow up you had. Now, isn't it funny that you're this advanced student and I did the most basic coaching?
The most basic, the
And you were
mundane.
up 22%. Ryan was up 30%. Carson was up 28%. The whole group did really well. And all we did was work on the most basic of things. Do you agree?
Yes, there was no shiny object. It was just the basics. Done
So
better.
it's a new year. And everybody, of course, wants to get in better shape and be a better partner and have a better business. Me and you want all those things. You agree?
Yeah.
So when you
Yeah.
look at your fitness, you're really fit. I'm pretty fit. I'm pretty fit. You're really fit. What are some basic things you're going to do for your fitness?
Well, mine's just dialing in like same, like it's the accountability for myself with what am I eating, increasing my protein intake, getting
So how
regular
much
on the
protein
schedule
do
with the
you take
workout.
in? I try to take in 150 grams a day. What do you take in?
Yeah, 180
You take in 180 grams. You're going to be better fit than me. Why?
because I'm taking in more protein.
Taking in more protein. How many reps are you trying to do a week in the gym?
Yeah, so probably 700 to 1,000 if I had to
So
total them
I'm
all
doing
up.
1,500 reps with little weight. So I'm going to be smaller than you. What am I going to be?
A little smaller.
I'm going to be a little smaller because you're doing less rates, heavier. So listen, take in 100 to 200 grams a day in protein. Don't eat after 7 o'clock. Eat 3 meals a day. Drink 3 bottles of water a day. Work out twice a week. Do one recreation that's fun. I mean, are those simple things for fitness?
Simple things. Yes.
Cool.
And it's easy.
So
Like you put the bumpers in there, like stop eating at 7 o'clock. You just at 7 o'clock, you're done. Like that's an
Like
easy
I
thing.
have a rule for loan reps that if you don't get 2 contracts, you go to open houses. I have a rule for realtors. If you don't get a contract during the week, you hold an open house. Simple rules are the best way to live life. You agree? Because you called it bumpers. So let's talk
Yeah.
about wealth. So what do you think the interest rates will do this year?
I think they're going to stay pretty steady at least the 6 months because then
I
the
do
midterm's
too.
coming.
I
Who
think the
knows?
interest rates are going to be exactly flat to where they are. I do not think the 10-year bond, which affects mortgages, will go down below 4.1, 4.2, 4.3. Now,
Correct.
the government lending rate will go down. What does that affect?
Well, that's like credit cards, short-term loans, things like that,
Home equity
HELOCs.
loans, line of credits, car loans. When they talk about the government, Fed lowering the rate, it affects that. It doesn't affect mortgages. Mortgages are mostly
Right.
affected by the
The 10-year, the
Exactly. The
bond.
10-year bond
Yeah.
rate affects the mortgage rate. So they run
Right.
about 2.5% above the 10-year bond. Do you agree with that? Now,
Yeah.
it's not the only thing that affects mortgage, but it mostly affects mortgage. What do you
Yeah.
think the housing market? Last year was down 12%. What do you think it will do this year?
Gosh, I think there's a lot of still pent-up demand, and I think with rates staying flat, we might see it actually tick up a little bit.
I think it's going to go down again, but only up to 5%. I think we're going to have a slowing down of housing because people don't want to give up those low rates and they're waiting for the rates to drop. And I don't think the rates will drop till 27. When do you think the rates will
Yeah.
drop?
27 is a good
I
prediction.
think
Yeah.
this year, I think the stock market is on an upward path. What do you think the stock market will do this year?
Oh, I think that'll be up.
I think
Yeah.
it'll be up 10 to 12% this year. I think we'll have a fourth record year in a row. So we've had 3 years over 15%. I think this year will be 10 to 15%. What kind of things do you think will do well in the stock market?
Well, I mean, right now with all the stuff, the gas and oil and energy is a big one right now. I think AI, tech, cybersecurity, those are all big topics.
Cool. And I will tell you, I think like last year, Walmart did really well and Costco and Amazon did bad. So I just bought more Costco and Amazon because I personally believe those are really fun companies that I use all the time. I think that they're poised to do really well, but I think that really successful companies will do really well this year. I think
Yes.
that people like AI, they like technology, they like e-commerce. I do like oil. I think oil is going to do well. I think healthcare can do well this year. I don't think small companies will do very well. I think they always struggle a little bit because they're not
Struggle.
really profitable. So
Right.
I
Yeah.
think that when you look at your business, you helped how many families last year?
188.
So you helped 188 families right at 15 deals a month and you make $1 million. Are all your loans great big?
They're yeah, 6 to 700.
So they're all $600,000 to $700,000 sales price, and you get
Yeah.
paid what kind of commission?
I'm at 150.
So you get paid 150 basis points commission. I just saw a stat that the national average was 85 points commission. You almost get
Wow.
double the commission. How come?
Wow. Mm. Well, sell better,
Well, who does your selling, you or your team?
me,
What do most big people do?
delegate the sales,
Who does most of the sales for coaching?
you.
Me, the directors, and the coaches. You agree?
Yep.
I'm always shocked when people like I delegate a lot of things. I delegate doing the videos. I delegate putting out the podcasts. I delegate marketing. I delegate the internet. But I want to be the main face of the core. You want to be the main face of the Gale team, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're
100%.
into direct sales, not indirect sales. Now, we
Sure.
have support people. How many support people are on your team?
3.
So you have 3 people to support you. Do you have an admin?
Yes.
What does your admin do?
Oh, manage my calendar, manage me, make sure I'm on time. She set
So
up this whole
manage your
little Zoom.
calendar, manage you to make sure you're on time. Does she manage your list to call?
All my lists.
Does
Yep.
she manage your gifting?
Yes.
Does she manage your marketing?
No.
Does she book your travel?
Yes.
Cool. So she does a lot of like old fashioned secretarial, personal admin, executive assistant type things, right?
Exactly. Frees up a
Then
lot
you
of
have a
time.
LOA. What does your LOA do?
Their lead follow-up. So after I've reached out and talked to them, their lead follow-up, chasing some docs, putting stuff together and get it all submitted in for the back
What
end
will they
LP2 to
become
come in.
long term? Will they become loan reps that work for your branch, or will they become LP2s, or either,
The
or what
one,
will they become?
yeah, it could be. This one for sure is like a lifer for that position because that's what they have. But most are growing to either become that back end LP2 because they like ops or they're going direct into
So you
sales and
have
being
an
LO.
admin assistant, you have a loan officer assistant to help you do your sales, and then you have an LP2, which in the old days would be called a processor. They take
Right.
deals from contract to close, correct?
Yes. Yep.
So how many
Yep.
days do you turn around a loan to get them clear to close?
We're at 11.2.
So I just had a great month in December. I closed 289 loans for 96 million. It was a record month for me and the best December I'd had in 6 years because my
Nice.
people have all been whale hunting. Do you agree? That's why we're all having big Decembers and Januaries.
Heck yeah. Yes.
We've been whale hunting. We'll talk about in a couple minutes. And I'm at 12.7 days and you're at 11 point.
2.
So you're more efficient than I am. So I got to go to my team right now and demand that we get that down in the 11-day mark. Why is speed to clear to close so important?
Mitigates shopping.
I agree. It stops the client from shopping when they're clear to close. If they're still in process, they don't mind shopping. But once it's clear to close, like, I'm done already. I don't want to go through the hassle
Done.
again. You agree?
That's right. Yes.
So
Speed.
you meeting with the client, how many leads do you get a month?
A little over 80.
So you get 80 leads a month and you call all of them.
Oh yeah.
So that's
Multiple times.
basically 20 leads a month that you call. And how many times do you call each lead?
Well, I mean, typically we're contacting them within 3 or 4 rings, but
So
it
3 or 4 times we call them, but how many of them are yours? Just one or two?
oh, at least 2 are mine.
So 2 are from you and the other 2 to 5
The
are
rest
from
are
the
from the
team.
team.
So lots of
Yes.
follow-up, you agree?
Lots of follow-up. Yes.
60 realtors that refer you, 30 that are your best relationships, 80 leads a month, all get talked to 4 times. How many Zooms or live meetings do you have out of the 80?
That's low. I'm at probably maybe 30%.
So only 30% you meet with, or 30% you meet or Zoom? Like how many do you meet with and how
30
many do
or
you Zoom?
I'd say I'd say it's 30-30, like 30 that meet and 30 that are Zoom
So 30
percent.
you meet with out of 80 and 30 you Zoom out of 80 and 20 you can't get to meet you or see you on Zoom.
Correct.
Okay. So you
Yep.
get a lot of
Yeah.
live FaceTime with your clients.
Yes. Yes. I think
Your
that's so
staff
critical.
closes really fast. Nova's a really good company. I've been watching it for a long time. I think they do a really
Yeah.
good job. You're in Phoenix, correct?
Yeah. Scottsdale specifically. Yep.
And
Yeah. Great market.
talk to me about the big money. Like what's the big money game changer?
Wales.
I agree. Whales are the
Wales. I
big
mean,
money game changer. I think if you take anybody in any business and they land the right whale, their income will triple. Do you agree with that?
any business at all. It doesn't need to be mortgage or real estate, but
So
yes,
I work at Cross Country and Ron's the biggest mortgage company because he's the best
whale hunter.
rail hunter. He chases guys over 50 million. We're the best coaching company because we chase
Whales. Everyone over
over
25
$25
million.
million lender and realtors. Like, why would a lender or realtor hire us if they're doing 25 million? Why would they hire us?
Well, because they want to be more efficient. They want to grow even more. They want to get to
Like, I'm
75
looking to
or
go to 50
50.
to 100 million. Do you agree that's where we live,
Yeah.
getting people to 50 to
Yeah.
100 million? Now, if you're
Exactly.
180 clients last year, how many million was it?
85.
$85 million. So you're right on the edge of one of the top 150 loan reps in the nation. So you do a great job. After all these years, What keeps you motivated?
It's just changed to be a give back. Like you helped me last year with, I've got these MLAs in my branch now that I'm helping them, the mortgage loan apprentices. So the next set of loan officers, it's just giving back to an industry that's given me so much over the last 20 years, and
So
also a
giving
coaching
back to the
company that's done
industry
the same thing.
motivates you. What else motivates you?
Yeah, well, and giving back to the core. I mean, the core's changed my life. I mean, literally, it's
Cool.
changed my
So
life
being a
and kept me
coach
on
is a big
track.
part of your life, and you can't be a coach if
Huge.
you don't have a good business. You agree?
That's right.
Because you
That's
know my
right.
rules. If you're not a top $1 million earner, I ain't keeping you on my team. On this team, you got to maintain your spot. This is like
That's
pro
right.
sports. To be one of my 35 coaches, you got to be making $1 million. And as soon as you take a break and you're not working hard anymore, you get threatened. And then if you don't turn it around like you turned it around last year, what would I do with an 11-year guy? What
I,
would I do?
you would have parted ways with me. I
Because
was
I want the
threatened. Yeah.
best coaching company with the best coaches. You agree that's who we are.
And that's the only way you can do it.
Do we care about yesterday's records?
No,
We care about when?
the windshield now.
Today. What's going
Yeah.
on right now and where we're going. We don't look in the rearview mirror. Hello, everybody. My name's Rick Ruby. I own the Core Training, which is an elite coaching program for realtors and lenders. How to generate warm leads, how to build a good team, how to run a good P&L, how to live on a personal budget, how to really accumulate wealth and have balance at the end of the day. My entry-level program is my locker room. For $99 a month, you get access to everything that me and my coaches are doing and training and teaching our programs. The Core is based on accountability. The locker room is for those people that just want to know what we're doing, but they don't really want a lot of accountability. So if you want to hear what the brightest $1 million earning lenders and realtors are doing every single day, join this QR code, join the locker room, spend $99 a month, and begin your coaching journey with me, Rick Ruby, over and out. So let's talk about balance. You're how old?
52.
You're really successful. You've got how many million in the bank?
3.7.
So you got almost $4 million in the bank, plus another million in equity and property, correct? Your kids are how old?
17 and 15.
17 and 15. So walk me through a quick overview of a day. Like you start at what time? What do you get up?
Yeah, I'm up 6 o'clock. I got to let the dogs out and take care of that. Katie takes care of the kids, getting them all ready for school. And then I either do some sort of movement, like I have sauna, cold plunge, move, just get moving, push.
So
We do
sauna,
25
cold
push-ups,
plunge, a
25
little
squats.
exercise. When do you
Yeah,
work
just get you
out?
moving.
When do you work out? Morning? Like I work out in the evenings and the afternoons.
It's
When do you work out?
yeah, evenings and afternoons.
Oh, that's when
Yep.
I work out. So you start
Yep.
work at what time?
I'm in the office between 8 and 8:30.
And 8 and 8:30, you're working on problems till 10 o'clock, team training, team meetings, issues, correct?
Daily team meeting. Yep.
10 to
Operational
12,
stuff.
you're on the what?
Phone, theme day. Yep.
Team
Appointments in the
days, calling the
afternoon.
people, setting appointments. 1 to 7, you're what?
One to set, meet with
Meeting with
clients on
realtors, meeting with
appointments.
clients. What time do you get
Yep.
home at night?
I'm at home by 6.
Hard?
Oh, hard. Sometimes 5:30, but
So
yeah,
you're
hard,
home
hard by
5:30 or
6
6 o'clock.
every
So
day.
family dinner
I'm
every
on dinner with the family every day. Yeah.
every
Unless I'm
day,
picking,
7 days a week, you have family dinner.
oh yeah, unless I'm picking like Tatum up from cheer or something, but that I'm not
So
working.
dinner at
I'm
7
I'm at home.
o'clock, then what?
We're done. Hang out with the kids and yeah, whatever show my wife's watching, and
Now,
that's
what
it.
about the weekends? Do you have a family day scheduled on the weekend?
Yeah, we got like church on Sunday, do breakfast and something, and then hang out with
So
the
you
fam.
literally are home every day at 6 o'clock and make $1 million a year.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's balance. Now, I had a bad year in 24. I went on a 70-hour work week, turned it around in 25. I was up 45%. What do you got to do when the numbers aren't great?
Put in more hours, put in more work,
You got to put
meet
in
more
more
people,
work. You got to
more
deepen some
contact.
relationships. You got to land some new relationships. How many new realtors did you add this year?
Well, it was 10 last semester, so north of 10
So
for the whole
just so
year.
you know, I've added 65 new clients this year to coaching, lost 25, added 65, growth of 40. I mean, you got to go out there and work when things don't look great. And as soon as it looks great, now, just to, in January, I'm on a 45-hour work week. It's been 2 years since I've worked 45 hours a week. I went from 70 to 60. Now I'm on a 45. If the numbers don't stay good, what will I do?
Ramp it back up.
I'll ramp it back up. In my worst In 24, I was on 45 outbound calls a day. Last year, I was on 30 outbound calls a day. Right now, I'm on 25 outbound calls a day. I'm doing less live events, more Zoom trainings. So you got to adapt your personal life and your business life and your financial life to attain total balance. You agree?
Yes, but you're constantly auditing where you're at, like stepping on the scale and measuring to make those moves now versus waiting every year till December to do it.
Well, I think that I'm making changes all through the year. And I think that here's what I will tell you. I believe that my pain leads to my change, leads to my growth. Do you agree with that formula?
Yeah.
So what I do is I make all my pains bigger than they are. Do you know what I'm saying? I
Yep.
make all
Yeah.
the
Same
issues
up.
larger. So it forces me to make changes. So
Change.
last semester, I brought you a lot of pain. You made a lot of changes. You had a lot of growth. Now you're right back where you need to be. Now we're back in maintenance and small growth. And what do you want to grow
Yeah.
this year? I want to
Yeah,
grow
I think
about 15%. What do you want to grow?
I'm pushing for 20.
So 20% growth this year. I'm going to grow
Yeah.
15. I'm a little older. I've been around longer. I'm a little more stable. Just so you know, I've
Yeah.
cut my portfolio from 19 things to 12 things. What have you done to update your
Wow.
portfolio this year?
Yeah, I trimmed it down. I have the wealth playbook and I put it in my backpack to take home to share with my son. And I've trimmed mine down too.
How many positions do you have in the stock market?
11.
So you have 11. I have 12. Very manageable. I've cleaned up my diet. I've cleaned up my exercise. I reorganized all my desk. Have you gone through your desk this year?
I did the desk, the garage, the closet. We
I
donated a
did the
bunch of stuff.
closet, gave away 2 boxes to Goodwill. I did the desk. Like these are basics that people like me and you, like successful people do the basics better than non-successful people. Do you agree?
Yes, yes. And
I
as
think
random as
that's the
that sounds,
key.
like
Now
cleaning the garage, you just feel
you're
good.
one of my partners in the locker room. Tell us about the locker room really quick.
God, the first subscription service we've really launched that's dialed in online. It's got all of our trainings, lead generation, team building training. I'm just loading in social media scripts so an LO or realtor can log in and download scripts to their teleprompter and record some social media. We have all these podcasts for the Street Smarts Millionaires loaded in there, so it's a great
So it's a
platform for
lot of
them.
you and Julie and Patrick, who's our director of the real estate division. You and Julie run that. It's got a lot of the old man in it. So lots of trainings. Why would somebody go into subscription and not go in full jump into coaching?
Well, maybe they're not ready yet. Maybe they're not, I had someone who just 2 years in the business hasn't done a lot of deals, but has no path and no plan and no playbook. We expose the whole playbook right in there.
The subscription is from zero in production to 200 million could be in the subscription. You agree? Level
Oh
one
yeah.
is like 5 to 12 million. Level two is like 12 to 25 million. Level three is like 25 to 200. You know, we had 3 people that did over 200 million this year in personal production.
Wow.
Pretty
That's big.
amazing, wasn't it?
That's
So,
big
I
money.
mean, we had, 2 realtors did over 200 million, 3 lenders did over 200 million, all coaches. It's great that we have these great examples from 1 million to 3 million. You agree?
Absolutely. Yeah. And it
And I
fits our
think we
vision.
meet people where they are. I think that the locker room is starting to explode. There's a QR code on the podcast. Go on the QR code, spend 99 bucks a month, see a lot of Greg, see a lot of Julie, see a lot of Patrick, see a lot of me. We just announced our level one boot camp where we're going to do our 2 live events for level one members only twice a year. And we're going to tape every minute of it and it'll all be available on the subscription. How to sell, what scripts to say, how to build a list, how to follow up. I mean, we're going to teach a lot
Awesome.
in the new boot camp. The boot camp is going to be live in North Carolina, level one only, breakfast, lunch, dinner, party at night. Be a great time for our level ones to hang out with a lot of coaches. We'll bring in 5 coaches to train. It's going to be a great thing. So the locker room,
Love that.
the boot camp, those are new things this year. We're cutting the realtor list down to 30 from 40 to have better relationships, tighten things up a little bit. We're going to continue to chase whales. You agree?
Yes. Yes.
Less stocks that we're more committed to. Life is what?
Great.
Life is great and it's simple. What else is it?
Simple.
Well, I will tell you that I'm super proud to have you represent me. I love having you as one of my directors, one of my coaches. I think you have the perfect business and life. It's not perfect. Let me correct. You got flaws.
Yeah.
There's problems in your life. You got marital battles, you got kid battles, you got team battles. Don't ever think that we're perfect. But your
Yeah.
balance is so good. You make $1 million, you got millions in the bank, you're in good shape. You've been married for how long?
22.
What are some, me too, we got the same marriage. What are some
That's
things
right.
you're working on in your marriage?
For us, I've figured it out with between you and Roy is having projects together. So doing things around the house, or like you have the farm with Britt, same thing. When we do stuff with whether it's the animals and the dogs, or stuff with the kids, or projects around the house, we just are more in sync and on the same page and just do more stuff together.
I will tell you that Britt has her tennis. I have my hot rods, and we have the farm together. And having the farm together for the last 4 years has been great because, hey, what do you think about this fencing? What do you want to do with these animals? Hey, let's go feed the animals. Let's do this together. What do you want to do with this farm? Do you want to hay this field, or do you want to pasture this field? I think having the farm as like we work together in the core and then we do the farm together. I think it gives us a great balance. I know you and Katie do a lot of things together with the kids and the dogs and the community and the cheerleading. And I think that for me, I want to have some fun dates this year that are really fun. Like we get a little caught up in we're really simple TV, dogs, cook, farming. We're really simple. So we want to work on having some more fun dates. We want to work on
Mm,
having better communication. I think if you're in a relationship, whether it's a realtor or a referral partner or a team member, the communication is the key. Do you agree?
I agree. Yeah. And doing those fun things together allows
Yes.
that barrier to kind of break
Listen,
down and yeah.
I'm a firm believer in doing life with people, traveling together, hanging out together. Like I have my Meekum car auction next weekend, and I have 20 guys coming down that are members and friends. And I rented a big 30-room Airbnb, and I invited everybody, and a bunch of friends come down, and we'll look at some cars, and we'll play poker, and we'll eat some fried chicken, and we'll eat some pizza, and have a really boring men's weekend. Why is that important that men see that?
Because it doesn't need to be some extravagant blowout, go to
It
Vegas,
doesn't
get
need to
drunk
go to
and
Vegas and
whatever.
do bad
Yeah,
behavior. It can be really good
correct.
things, can it?
Yes. Yeah,
Well,
simple
Greg,
things.
I'm thrilled to be on this journey with you. My audience
I agree.
always loves you. That's why I always have you back on the podcast. Thank you for being one of my directors. Thank you for being in my life. All of you out there, remember the basics done better is the secret to wealth and balance. I think the core will help you whether you're in the subscription, you want to go in level one, get some accountability, level two, you're doing over 10 million, or level three, and you want to chase $100 million. You know, Greg, we've helped 773 people make $1 million, but did you know we've had over 3,200 people accumulate over $1 million in their bank account?
Wow. No, I did not know that last number.
Crazy
Wow.
stats
Nice
as I
work.
get some research in our company. We've helped a lot of people do a lot of great things financially, and you're a big part
That's
of it.
amazing.
Thank you, Greg
Thank you.
Carl. Thank you, Coordination. All the rest of you, come join us anytime. We'll do it together and have some fun. Rick Ruby, Street Smart Millionaire, over and out.